You join me in a 2018 Volvo XC60 D4 all-wheel drive R design. Now, the XC60, this is the facelift. This is the brand new version, and being the brand new version, it is now full of Volvo's all-new technology, which makes this one of the most luxurious and advanced SUVs money can buy. So first off, talking money, this car is £43,000. So competition are things like F-Pace, X3, Q5 and a GLC, GLE, that kind of area. So £43,000, but while this isn't shouty and leery, it is the most relaxing and comfortable £43,000 that you would spend your money on. So starting with performance, 190 brake horsepower, that's what's produced from this 2-litre 4-cylinder diesel engine. It is the D4, it's not the D5, so you do lack what you think anyway, that you're going to lack some power, but actually around town you don't lack any power in the slightest. Off the mark, nipping through spaces, generally nipping about around town, you will be really surprised at just how capable and quick to respond this car is. Now, I'm not saying that this is a quick car, it still isn't a massively quick car, but you won't be needing more around town. On the motorways, when you start to feel, you know, I would like a bit more power, but generally this does really, really well. Gig test time, driving into central London, so it's a mix of A roads, B roads, motorway, everything as per. It's a longer journey, it's driving right into central and then dealing with not width restrictions but tighter roads, just seeing how this copes with that multitude of different factors. Let's go. Easy peasy, and I've arrived 40 miles per gallon. It's not what it says on paper, but when you consider it's motorway, start stop, it's central-ish London traffic, it's that's good, but I think I can get better, so let me try in a pure economy run a bit later. Handling wise, it responds really, really well. This isn't a firm sports car, but by no means is it what you would stereotypically describe a Volvo as, maybe a bit of a sloppy armchair. Those days are gone. This handles very, very well in almost any circumstance, so you're not going to be left on a back road understeering into a hedge, because you're going to take that really tight corner that's come out of nowhere really, really well. Economy, well, it's a little bit of a bigger vehicle, so you don't expect maybe what's written on paper. So this is claiming that it can constantly reach 50 to 60 miles per gallon on a run at least, and I really struggle to reach those figures, but being realistic, I was seeing more 40 to 48 miles per gallon combined. Now that is actually quite good for a vehicle of this size. If you were to go for the D5, I feel that on the motorway your economy would probably be better, just because you'll have more torque to move the vehicle around. The fuel economy isn't bad, it's just not what's written on paper. Now, being an R design, you do get some nicer sporty bits on the outside, and on the inside you kind of get the reminder as you get in on the door sill, it says R design. And that's kind of where it stops, because every XC60 is going to come with the variation of technology that I'm about to describe. So anything from this McLaren inspired center console, this really nice middle area here where everything's condensed and easy to go for your drive select, to the insanely comprehensive, it's not heads up, but dash. Everything is there. You can have your map, you can have anything you need. Ideal world fuel economy, that is my next thing. So we've done real world, and real world is traffic, is start stop, is 70 miles an hour. But ideal fuel economy is when you are super careful. What is the ideal if you're really careful that you can get? What can you really achieve out of this engine? So I'm going to give it a go. I've got a meeting, don't have to be there for a little while. I can drive sensibly, I can drive on the back roads, and I can drive well under the posted speed limit and try to not annoy people that want to drive at the posted speed limit. Let's give it a go. Miles per gallon, which is not the written 60 which it's saying it can get when it's really good, but 52 is okay. It's a bigger car, it weighs more to get up to speed. Maybe on a motorway run at 60, 62, you sit and you get a flat surface, you'll hit that 60. That's feasible, that's doable in this car, but around town 52 is the best I reckon that you will see. You put traffic into that equation, you're down to 40, which still for an SUV is good. And then from a comfort point of view, the interior is quiet, it's comfortable, it's refined, it has a real hardness, and not in a bad way. You trust that all the materials are going to last. The seats are incredibly comfortable, the heated steering wheel is an essential. The heated windscreen, not just a standard, it's an electronically heated one, so when that ice appears all over your windscreen in the morning and you're running late for work, well, you just pop a button and you're done. But how about you don't want to get in the car to do that? Well, there's an app to do that too, to precondition the interior, to start the front and rear demist so that you don't have any ice or anything when you get to the car, to flash your headlights, to set the alarm off when you can't find it in a car park. There's an app to do that. Boot space, passenger cabin space, it's great. I've got loads of headroom. My rear passengers have loads of headroom. They have an ample amount of legroom. It's not class leading, but by no means is it class not leading. It's not at the back of the pack, it's somewhere situated up in the upper third. The boot space is livable. It's not huge, but it takes everything I need. It's not as big as a typical estate car, but then again, it's not as small as something like a Golf GTI. So generally inside, it's great, it's luxurious, the build quality is fantastic, there's bundles of space everywhere, there's cubby holes everywhere, and you just feel like you're wafting along in luxury. Now even the standard sound system sounds great. While you do have to EQ it a bit to get the maximum potential, the speaker capacity is there. It would allow you to get that real definition, and it's quite loud. It doesn't deafen you. It's a great sounding sound system. And then with Apple Car connectivity, with your Bluetooth, with everything, you're laughing. Parking. When it comes to fitting an SUV into a general parking bay, when it came to something like an F-Pace or an XC90, it's a bit tight. It's not impossible, but it's a bit tight. Now this car has a reversing camera, but it doesn't have self-park. But what I'm going to demonstrate to you is just how capable this is of fitting into normal parking bays. The fact that this will not struggle to go into a standard space, and when it comes to parallel parking, however you need to do it, you're not going to struggle to get this in. And finally, the exterior. And this is where Volvo and all their new designs are doing so well. This is a fantastic looking car. It's got really like sleek and striking lines. The daytime running lights really look great day or night. Night as in when you're walking up to the car. And generally this is what I would call probably one of the best looking SUVs money can buy, if not the best looking SUV money can buy. It's probably top 2, and you can guess what number 1 is for me. But Volvo don't make ugly cars. They used to make bricks, and now they make art. So my general consensus is that this is a superbly built car that's reliable, a vehicle that is comfortable, a vehicle that performs and will constantly make you smile, that's capable to go anywhere, especially with your off-road mode selector down here. It's a vehicle that won't break the bank to be run or be bought. You won't have a huge amount of depreciation, but you'll probably want to keep in the long run. It's a superbly built car that Volvo are just saying, look what we can do.